And it was cool with the Mac and the Cali. This shit is real, I know bullshit at all, bro. The real story, real milk, Mac and Cali. From the back to the milk to the Cali, yo. From the back to the milk to the Cali, yo. Now I'm here to the motherfucking Mac. So I can get a fat sack. What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Lil Ya from UNLV. You wait me. Welcome to my podcast, the Be Real 23 podcast. Check it out, y'all. I got with me the legendary Big Heavy from CMR / other venues. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let him introduce himself to y'all that don't know him. What's up, Heavy?
What it do? Y'all, what's happening? It's your boy, Dwayne Big Daddy Thompson, you know what I'm saying? Formerly known as Big Heavy, CMR manager, executive, you know what I'm saying? Label mate, all the good things that go with that, and you know what I'm saying, where we are now. So from the beginning to where we are now, that's all what it is, man. Great to be here. Great to help you develop this podcast, make things happen. I'm honored to be, interviewed by you. I'm looking forward to it, to let the people know what it was, what it is, and what is to come. You heard me?
Man, it's an honor to have you, dog, like a mother. You know, I know you're a busy man, been a busy man, and someone I always looked up to, dog. You know what I'm saying? From day one in this thing, man. So now that you told us, gave that grand introduction, let the people know it. Who is Big Heavy? What he do right now? Where he come from?
Man, it's a long story. What we talking about early, you know what I'm saying, back from the early 90s. For those who watch your podcast for the music side of it, it's I go all the way back, old school, first round Cash Money artist, one of the first artists after Kilo, um, one of the first artists that they were had produced by Manny Fresh, of course. Songs like Gangsta Walk, uh, several. I call myself the Warren G of Cash Money. Most of the hooks, you know what I'm saying? Early 90s,
Rochambeau.
I, I wrote most of the hooks. If not the hooks, I performed on most of the hooks. Some of the skits, you know what I'm saying? But I played a multiplicity of roles because I was an artist. I delivered music to Gonzalez. I paid folks. I collected checks. I did security. It was a one-stop shop with me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Mainly known for promotion and marketing and making the streets eat. Cash money all day, every day, forcing them in the streets. Before there were street teams and all that, I was the team. You know,
no doubt, bro.
it goes a long way back, man. I'm really um, here to kind of answer your questions. Excited about what it is to come letting people know what the Lil Ya now, because he's a new man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
But
we
I,
definitely gonna get on that.
I definitely want to talk about whatever it is you want to chop it up about old school and letting people know because it is a 50-year hip hop. And a lot of people don't know history, a lot of things. I'm learning a lot of things about the culture and about hip hop because it's so relevant to us now. And they bringing it to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And New Orleans has its own history. It may not be 50 years, but we definitely 30 years strong.
definitely. No doubt, dog. See, I wanna. I mean, you're an interesting person, bro. I know this, but I'm trying to get my viewers and everybody else know that. I'm pretty sure they didn't know of a lot of things that you did. They probably never knew how significant of a role you played with Cash Money because you was a very vulnerable and vital role that you played. You know what I'm saying? Without you, none of that could have been done. Period. But as far as where you at now, what you're doing now, I want, bring that relevancy up too as well. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, like you say, yeah, it's a lot of people don't know because we didn't have the internet then. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have your face all over the place, whatever. You just was grinding. A lot of people think that things just happen. I talked to a lot of people. Some folks think the Hot Boys were the first group. Some folks think,
Yeah,
you know
they
what I'm
got
saying,
it twisted.
yeah. And it's like, man, y'all don't know the Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Miles. We put on the road. I mean, touching cities, going into little cities like Opelousas, Tilburg,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying, over in Baton Rouge, but it had the three cities had to come together to fill one club. You know what I'm saying? I was telling somebody about that the other night. And even as we matriculated through the days, as I did security at Rumors and Discovery and some may not, I let some of y'all in for y'all was too young too, my bad. But but you know,
You
um
let a lot of dudes in with them gats too, dog, for real.
and, I put them up though. You can't bring them in. But I didn't want you to leave out there without having it because I
Right.
know the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people trying to catch you slipping on the way out the door.
Yeah, you still
Just
looking out for us, dog, for real.
bring me yours. Let me put it up. At least
Yep.
when you walk out, you'll have it, but you ain't gonna have it in the club.
Uh,
So
T the P says she haven't seen you in years. You can read the comments, have you?
yes. Let me
You
see. Yeah,
calling out for a minute, big dude. What's how?
I didn't know they was live.
Yeah, man, we live, dog. We doing it live.
Okay.
I can't see you. What you did, have you?
It locked up on me.
Oh, all right. Hopefully it'll come back in. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Okay, well, just keep it going until it pop back in because it was a phone call.
All right, all right. Who was that? Oh, the many hats that you wear. You probably someone that in New Orleans, brother. I never met someone that wore that many hats in the industry, and perfected everything that they did,
Well,
you know.
we was at the Diner Fest the other day, and dude from radio station told me, he said, "Man, you bought the first Mind Playing Tricks to Me, the album. You know what I'm saying? To get us to
Yeah,
and different things like that." So I remember working those radio stations. That one of my pet peeves were after I left Cash Money, I started working for other companies as far as producing and as far as promoting music. My thing was if I didn't think it was gonna break in New Orleans,
right.
I didn't take it. I ain't take the check. I ain't take none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Bro.
about my reputation of bringing good music to the radio station. So whatever I brought to them, they played. You know,
Okay.
so that's how that went.
So heavy, you was like a slick side baby Bobby Moshan at one time
Well,
before you got with Cash Money. Like
no,
you was tied to like some of the major people that could get a person more exposure than they was getting or something.
no, that happened like after Cash Money because the way it went was I was working. I left my job. Then I started working at the club.
Mm-hmm.
I started working at the club. Um, Me and Baby hooked up just on some just seeing them in the club back and forth. Some people we knew together, whatever. And I was always in sales and marketing, right? And
Right.
that's when they was doing, the whole Kilo G thing. You know,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because you was there when we got there. I remember meeting you when we got there, man.
exactly. So Kilo was their first artist, and we really pushing Kilo, trying to get it. But New Orleans just wasn't ready for the type of swagger Kilo had.
Right, right.
So
Kilo, rest in peace, Kilo. Shouts out to the
shouts out to
big
him.
dude, man, for real.
For your listeners who listen, I need y'all to go to YouTube and pull up an album called Bloody City.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
Manny and Kilo put together an album called Bloody City that when you listen to it today, you still can feel it. You
no
know,
doubt.
Manny
Serious,
put
man.
soul into that album. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, that album is a classic.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
And
Hey,
so,
Heavy,
yeah,
at what age did you enter the entertainment industry and what did you do when you first got in the entertainment industry?
when I first got in entertainment, now this crazy, right? My first record, my first song, I did in 11th grade.
Damn.
1980, 1986, I was a part of a group called Doctors of Rap in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, okay.
We came out the same time as the LA Dream Team. Um, I went to a performing arts school with Ice Cube, Jinx, Nikki D, and K-Day in Los Angeles. So I've always been around it, right? Always.
Right, right.
We put out a song in 1986 called "The Big Bang Theory." And
Mm-hmm.
so I thought I was gonna be just this superstar because in LA we had won Buku talent shows. We was doing our thing in high school. We were just the high school hip hop dream team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I left LA in '87 and came to back home to New Orleans. And so as I came home to New Orleans in '87, I worked as a deputy sheriff, kind of didn't work out. Then I was working in the nightclub. Then I got back into the music thing or the promote thing with Baby and Slim, and it just went on from there. You know,
Okay.
but
Okay.
promotion market. I had a card. I'm at the same place I called because my official title when I first got to Cat Money was a manager.
All right. All right.
I was a manager.
So were you ever in a band? You ever played music, or you was just hands on with like getting exposed?
Oh yeah,
I understand you had a song and stuff, but did you play music in school?
I played music since the fourth grade. I started on trumpet.
Trumpet?
Yeah, I played trumpet.
What?
I
Big
had
hand on trumpet,
I
man.
had two fat I had two fatter lips, so they took me out the trumpet, put me on trombone, and it was okay,
Yeah.
but the slides was too much for me. Them seventh position
What
on
school
slide.
you went to?
So here's the deal: I went to Corpus Christi, St. Mary's of the Angels, and then I went to the school with the best band in the marching land, Andrew J. Bell, the Mighty Marching Crusaders.
Watch your mouth, dog. I went to
But
Worcester, so that was our
y'all,
competition.
y'all know what it was. Gregory couldn't touch us. Y'all couldn't touch us.
You right.
When we
You
turned the
right.
corner, that blue and white
We
ignited.
definitely knew what it was. We just had the pride and would psych ourselves up like we could handle a bell, but we definitely knew what it was, dog.
Back in the day, Kennedy barely could handle Bell. And all
Man,
their medicine, and we'd march past John Mack just to make sure they knew we was coming.
damn.
But I left
Bro.
Bell, I left Bell in '83 and went to LA and finished high school out there.
Okay, okay. You went to high school in
The
LA.
band,
All right.
I actually was a section leader from ninth grade all the way through high school. I marched in the LA Unified School District All Marching Band in the Rose Parade. It-
Whoa, big shit. That's big, boy.
yeah, I was in the Rose Parade. We was 350 strong, all brass, no woodwinds and drums. I,
Damn.
I was the
No
number two,
one.
no woodwinds. I was the number
Ooh.
two. I was the number two tuba player, number two second chair tuba player out of 42 tubas in
Damn.
all city unified.
So you can read music and everything, and I have it?
No, you can't play for me there and not read music. We got number one,
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? AMEU every year. You know,
Yeah.
me there said you can't read music, you can't play in this band.
Bro.
Yeah,
See,
so
a
here,
lot of people don't know, dog. A lot of us, quote unquote, old school rappers was really musically inclined. You know, we just they just pick up a mic and start rapping. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, definitely, man. Let me tell you, another let's see, man. I'm actually a concert tubist. So
Bro.
if you look at they used to have this thing come on called Fame, right?
Yeah.
The little show Fame.
Right.
White
With
dude,
Debbie Allen.
yeah, the white dude that played the tuba on Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was somebody who played all that for him, and I took lessons from that dude when I was
Okay.
in high school. And I played in the jazz band with a dude. My jazz teacher was Reggie Andrews, and he was a leader. He was a leader of the jazz band. So yeah, I got music all in my blood.
Bro. I can remember when I was at Worcester, they had like the all city band, and they would get all of the best band members from the junior high schools, and they'll put them in an all city band. Mr. Richards, which was Bell band teacher at the time, was over us. That was our band director. We used to actually practice that band at Bell.
I know.
You know, the all city band, man. That was all like the best junior high school players in every band in the city.
Well,
I made that shit like every year. Oh, I made it my seventh and eighth grade year.
imagine that band in LA times 10, because LA is much a big.
Right.
So
Bro.
we practiced at a little football stadium on Saturdays because our commencement to being in that band was to march in the Rose Parade. Each
Yeah.
LA Unified always had a spot in the Rose Parade.
Bro. So how did you hook up with Cash Money, bro? When did your big break come? If that wasn't your break.
It was just about business. Baby seen how I did business. Slim seen how I did business, and I just happened to be one of them dudes that was kind of had my ear to the streets,
Yeah,
but I had a thing about me where I could, first of all, I could be trusted, but then I could do business. And I've always had a gift for gab to get into a certain room or get it around certain folk. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And so when it came to it, Giant do business, but he's a quiet giant. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And Baby did business, but he didn't really do business. So I was like that middle piece that was about
yeah.
talk to folks, you know what
Bro.
I'm saying? Put things on shelves, um, get them in the stores, almost that runner go for that feeling. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't bring when it comes to cash money. I always tell them it was Baby, Ronald, and me, but I didn't bring no money to the table. What I brought to the table was how to get the money
And that was just as much as bringing money to the table.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been at the table with my first company, Heavy. It was Hard Times Record, right? And I had three other CEOs, three other co-CEOs, and in front of our lawyer, the lawyer actually told them that what I was bringing to the table, my talent alone and my knowledge of knowing the industry alone, is equivalent to 25% that that everybody else was bringing cash to the table. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
that's
your
how,
knowledge was just as valuable as their money. You feel me?
exactly.
Yeah,
You,
so I know what you mean by that, dog. Well, how did you transition from where you already came from being an artist and doing business all as one at one time? So I guess it was pretty easy for you when you decided to become a part of PMW, right?
well, and yeah, the thing that happened with PMW was like just it was like something that happened in the studio one day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was doing skits. I was doing I,
Even before that, you had a single. I won't forget Gangsta Walk. You
yeah,
did have a single out, as a solo artist.
I did, and then I did the skits. I did um intros. Me and Lil Slim was talking about that the other day. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
did intros, stuff like that.
Gotta holler at Slim. Shouts out to Lil Slim, man.
So when everything came about, it was Daryl, Razor Cut, and Bernard Abbeville Fats. That was a
Hmm.
whip group. You did, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Tell something happened to Fats. He fell off, and then when Eric left and went to um
Atlanta.
Atlanta, you feel me? I kind of like filled in a little gap for him just to give him somebody to play. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth,
Yeah.
off of, and do some things with. But it was always his group. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
was in it. I never considered it my group. It just gave me something to be a part of, other than being a solo artist. You did, and
Right.
and helping him make things happen.
Yeah, you was like more of a team player, dog. Just you know what I'm saying? Wherever we needed you, or wherever Baby and Slim needed you to be, you was there.
Yeah,
You
for the most.
know. Speaking on the skits and shit, before Ziggy, it was a Heavy, and Heavy was the one specifically on Mac Mel Calio, y'all. I can remember like it was yesterday doing that skit for Mac Mel Calio. During this time, we were beefing with partners in crime. And Big Boy, they were trying to involve themselves in it. And Heavy say, y'all call yourself a Big Boy clique, bitch. Yeah, that was the good old days, man. That was the good old days. You know what I'm saying? For real.
And it was, and life brought some other things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And in that, like I legitimately like transitioned and got into ministry right before the signing of the deal with Universal. You know,
yeah,
um, and I tell people all the time, I don't. People say, "Well, don't you miss it?" And didn't you have this? Sometimes life is worth more than money, and a lot of
right.
people got to get that understanding because I legitimately realize and know that if I had took the route that I was running, I don't believe I'd be here for my children. I don't believe my life would be the same. I personally believe I'd probably be dead.
Yeah,
My personal belief. I don't know what God had in store for me, but I know what He what he did to me and through me. So I'm grateful for where I am, but
Right, right.
mad at nobody, man. I stuck around for some years. Still, I get a chance. I holler at Juvie. I just seen Wayne seen Fresh at the Donna Fest this weekend in New Orleans for Essence. Some of these friendship, man, like I say, we 30 years strong. I will say some people don't know this, because I've been waiting to see it in books and magazines. I am the reason man, the Fresh Candy Cat Money. And I say,
Yeah. You want
like,
to speak on that, man? You want to speak
I
on that?
am,
'Cause I
I,
didn't know that.
I am the reason man, the Fresh Candy Cat Money. For years I've been listening and reading magazines and books. And people ask him how him and Baby hooked up and things of that nature. And so me and Manny's sister was friends with the
Okay.
school. And Manny's daddy was a DJ. But me and Manny was cool. He was out the Seven War, you know what I'm saying? And me and him
Yeah.
was old Byron. That's why me and Manny never called each other. I never called him Fresh or Man. When he see me, he said, "What's up, Dwayne?" I said, "What's up, Byron?"
Uh
We knew each
huh.
other before music, you feel me?
Right.
So me and Baby was in office one day, and I went on tour with Gregory D. That's where me and Manny hooked up. I went
Hmm.
on tour as a road security slash, like you say, person in the industry.
Yeah.
And so we was on the Crack Slinger tour with Gregory D. Gregory D.
Hmm.
A song came out called Crack Slinger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when that tanked out for what he was on BMG, I think Greg was on BMG. It wasn't RCA, but like BMG record. And so when
BMG.
uh,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
when that tanked out, we was back home, and
Okay. Hold on, heavy, heavy. Hold that right there. I'm gonna try to remove you and bring you back in so we could see you a little. You know what I'm saying? Because
I
the
got you.
screen, I thought it was gonna hop back in, but it never did. So I'm gonna remove you and just hop right back in. You heard me?
I got you.
All right. Get him back in here, y'all. The technical difficulties. Glad y'all enjoying Big Heavy interview. You with me? It definitely was needed. You know what I'm saying? There we go. There we
We
go, baby. Yeah, we back. We back.
trying
Sorry
to read
about that, viewers.
comments,
We're
man.
glad y'all hung in there with us. You know what I'm
PMW
saying?
in the house. I see these comments. I seen them go and come back. Let's see if I see them.
I don't see any right now. Though. They probably pop up.
Yeah. All
But
right.
we'll get it. We live. We live. It's going on my podcast. We live recording it, but you'll get many more afterwards. I'm pretty sure, man. They happy to see you. A lot of people have been hitting my comments asking about Big Heavy. You know what I'm saying? I actually interviewed Daryl. And
Oh,
they spoke highly of y'all, brother. Together, we were just running it, dog. It was a beautiful interview, man. So they
okay.
was looking for you, really, dog. Not to mention I had to get it out you anyway.
Yeah, and man, I'm just like I said, I'm appreciative to be here. You know what I'm saying? Running which whatever I could do to help. But that's always been my thing, man. Although I'm not in hip hop music no more, you know what I'm saying? I got other things going. I'm in ministry. I got a I'm a celebrity chef now. I'm traveling,
Yeah,
but
we about to get to all that now. I
I'm still
want I want you to finish on bringing fresh to cash money. Then we're gonna go to the transition from when when that man called you to chill to where you at now, dog. And I know it's very very interesting the way you at right now. I really can't wait to get to that part.
oh yeah, ain't no problem, man. But look, so we was at Manny, right? So baby, when he had all them
Yes,
goals, he used
all
to always, always we were supposed to be going to lunch. And I was like, be all right, I'm going to drive, right? I was like, I'm going to drive. So he hopped in the whip with me. And he was like, man, where we going? And so man and mama lived in the scatter
right.
sites. And so I whip into the skate like, man, where we at? Where we going? I said, man, come on here, man. I got something you got to hear, right? So Manny used to be in this little room in the mama house, man. He kept his SB 1200 on
Yeah,
top of the dresser. Nothing but music crates, nothing but music in the room. You feel me? And I like, baby, listen, because at that time, I think T was making music for them, or somebody was making music for y'all, and somebody making music for Kilo. I don't know who their first producer
That was
was.
Goldfingers, the dude wrote.
Okay,
And
yeah,
was the dude that died, man, wrote, yeah, wrote, Big
yeah,
Rope.
Big Row. So they was making music for Kilo or whatever. And I like, baby, you got to hear this dude, man. And so we went by man, and and I don't know if you ever realized when man really, really get into it, he started chewing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
All that.
He felt it, he was chewing,
Uh-huh.
you know, and he went on this crazy rendition of It's Time, right?
Ooh, it's time. I can
It's
hear him.
time, it's time, it's
I
time,
can hear him.
time, 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 and he just, and baby was like, he was like, man, come by the office. I knew what that meant. You did. So
Yeah.
he came by the office, man, that was it. You know what I'm saying? He made band signed it. Basically, man, he actually came in as an exclusive producer. You know,
Word.
and like, man was the only one doing. Once Manny got hooked in, ain't nobody else did no real beef. Manny knew him, I brought him in to help some, do some stuff, but he was locked and loaded once he did that. So we were doing
Yeah, bro.
studios, you know, it's crazy, man. Like I remember studio sessions and nights, you know, long nights. Um, some people don't know the whole Pimp story. When Pimp came on, you know, when Pimp was with
Full pack.
Pack. So this is when we talk about the business, right? So the business in the business ain't street business.
Right.
So Pimp wanted away from Full Pack, right?
Remember, bro.
But Full Pack had their business in order. But Babe was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, come over here, Pimp. So Baby laid there and recorded, right?
Before he sent, say, go ahead, finish.
He recorded this man, put a whole project out on it. That's when Baby learned what cease and desist mean.
Huh, bro.
So they hit us with a cease and desist on Pimp. But
Say, dog, right when he done that, he got that letter and all that kind of shit. He made me go. Well, he asked me to go meet Crump with Pimp, because Crump was the Crump, whatever name. He was a lawyer at the time. They met at the city hall building and took care of that shit. He just asked me to go with Pimp because Pimp wasn't all the way on that level at the time. You know what I'm saying? But he told me about that business, man. He was like, man, he never signed with us. He was still in full pack. That's why they haven't handled that like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, he had to sit like I think it was 9 months.
Shit, bro, that shit was crazy, dog.
I think it was
Pimp,
9. But the
Pimp
crazy,
My Baby was like, I don't give a fuck. For
but
real.
when he came out the gate after them 9 months of marinating,
Yeah,
he
I
came
know.
out doing his thing.
Swing.
You know what I'm saying? So it was, it kind of was a good thing for him to sit because the buzz. Like I said, we ain't had no internet, we ain't had no nothing. Them 9 months, the buzz was doing whatever, and Pimp will pop in or pop out, but he
Right.
couldn't because he was still on the full label. But he'll do a show here, do a show there. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Just keep his name kind of ringing, and it just was crazy, man. It was a wild time.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hell yeah, bro.
Pimp brought Pimp brought some rather exciting moments and modes to Cash Money days. You know what I'm saying?
See, also I want to put a little keynote in there that all those gas was for heavy on 6 and B, y'all. So it's on him whether he want to put his street business out there or not. You know what I'm saying? But say, dude, I want to go on to, later down the line when Cash Money decides to regroup their roster or whatever, everybody decided to leave or however the people take it. How did your transition happen, dog? And, you know, how did you become Big Daddy?
Well,
Barbecue.
what happened was, man, it's like right in that stage of transition. And I knew Wayne, but I didn't really know Wayne from rapping. I knew Wayne's stepfather from
You
the
talking
street.
about Lil Wayne, Weezy.
Lil Wayne. I knew his stepfather from the street.
Okay.
And his mama. You feel me? So I knew them from the east. And
Yeah.
then uh Juvie, I knew of Juvie because my ex old lady, they lived in the same building Juvie people lived in the Magnolia.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So that was my knowing of or whatever. And so by then, as that started going together, when that group kind of came together, I was kind of like backing off because by this time, although I still kind of fool with CMR, I had moved up to got a name on the street as the best street promoter in the South. So I was handling people like I did Ice Cube, I did some more BMGs, some SWV stuff. I did Master P, all the P first stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I forced out in the streets, the whole body, all that. So um, I left with P and did a couple of songs on Down South Hustlers and some other stuff too. And so then I got, and so a lot of people don't know from the rap life side, the Mind Playing Tricks on Me, I introduced that single to New Orleans. And
Wow.
then the next single to New Orleans. So I did street promotion for Rap a Lot too. So all of them was under my belt. I was moving up in the industry on that side of it, in the promotion and marketing side of it. So as they got like it was Lil Wayne, BG, Derek, and Juvie. So a lot of people don't know, true story. Me and BG was the closest when I was working because BG was back and forth, in and out. And when he had to go to like probation school or whatever they wanted to call it, I had to take him and pick him up.
Yeah.
So that's how me and B Jizzle got real tight because he would ride with me all the time as a youngster, uh,
Okay.
getting him back and forth, trying to, keep him straight, keep him out of the streets because he was about it
Right.
for real. And
Right.
so um, as that group came together, and then I think Derek kind of fell off. So them three, right? I left before Turk came. I know for sure. But um, I really just was moving towards other things and kind of feeling like that wasn't where I wanted to go. And in the '90s, the murder rate was so high, people was dying off, stuff was just happening so fast. And so I got saved in 90, I want to say 96.
Oh yeah. All right.
I think I got a ministry like in 96 because yeah, that about 96. So when I got saved, I
Yeah.
just
'96 Uptown for Life album came out.
yeah. And so
Seemed
I
like
kind of
that. Yeah.
I
My
like
brother.
just got out of the business totally. I dropped everything, got out of the business, got in the ministry, um, and then moved forward. And then I had got my own gospel label called Above Only Purpose.
Word.
Yeah, so I had my own gospel label once I got saved because I still had the hunger and the urge for the music. And
Yeah.
so I put out a group, and it was crazy because when you on in groups and stuff, a lot of people don't know the music business, but then they always got a family member who do. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say the song flop. It's just the song that took off. I had it playing in 17 countries. It was an actual um soprano saxophone song with no vocals, right? And so the dude who was playing it, he was saved, but he met a little girl in college and she foofed him. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to show up at a gig. He ain't never came back to one like,
Nothing
oh,
shade.
he ain't played the song no more. You did. So
Yeah.
she put the hoodoo voodoo on him.
My bro. You know how
But
it is.
so after that, I kind of I got more and more in the ministry, and then of course Katrina. And when Katrina happened, I came to where I am now in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
I was still doing ministry. I have a ministry called uh, Alabama Youth Against Violence, which I turned into YAV, which is Youth Against Violence Ministry. And shout out to Central City Youth Against Violence, um, in New Orleans, because that's where I started at.
Okay,
Doing
Central City? Yeah, man. I'm familiar with Central City, boy.
yeah,
The one
Warren
that
May,
Bad Mac Pop?
yeah, but Warren May's brother Terrell. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He had
Okay.
he had a stop the violence.
Yeah, you
Um,
talking about not Travis. Not
Trav,
Travis?
not Terrell. Yeah, Trav, not Terrell. Trav.
Travis. All right, all
His
right. Yeah,
brother.
Travis do big things for the kids
So
in the community in New Orleans, man.
I worked with Travis
Okay.
before the storm. And that's where my community involvement came in because I respected Travis. because I knew his history. You dig what I'm saying? That's
Yeah, he
just
come from the street, right?
I got food with Micey in New Orleans East. He doing big things for the kid because I know his history in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't play gangsters. He was real gangsters who God had touched and dealt with their life. Both of them Muslim brothers, but you know what I'm saying? All praise Allah for them that they doing what they had to do and got out the streets and lived through the situation.
Yeah.
So when I came here, man, I kind of like I was working. I got back on the grind. I had did some things here in my ministry. I started a group called Crunk for Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Ministry here. We did an album. Matter of fact, hold on. You know what?
Don't play it, have it. You can't play it though. They gonna clock me.
Oh, they're gonna clock because
We've
it's
been
my
monetized. They
I,
gonna clock me.
I own my music, but I'm gonna say a copy of it. And so we did that, and then I was just looking for a second job, man. I ended up creating a sauce company, Big Daddy Sauces, as you see.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
And we got sauce and seasoning available online. We ship all across the country. But then I
Tell me
started
I'm on it.
and I do catering. You know what I'm saying? And and I cook for like a lot of entertainers that come through and
Yeah.
but for the Magic class I cook for Big Boy. I did something for Maze last year.
Scarface.
Virginia
Oh,
Bell, Face. Yeah, we just a lot of folks, man, and on the sauce side, a lot of folks in the industry have my sauce and seasoning. You know,
I'm
Rick,
one of them. I'm definitely one of them. You dig?
yeah, you, Ricky Smiley, you know what I'm saying, Juve. I still have now I got baby mama, Miss Pat, some of the sauce and seasoning, but I don't know if baby and Slim ever had it. You dig? I'm trying to get in contact with Rose, get Rick Ross some of this sauce, and some other people, because I
Yeah.
got some trying to do on some other levels, man. You
Y'all
know,
gotta
it
try it. Y'all definitely gotta try that barbecue sauce. You wanna tell them what stores it's in? I know it's in Piggly Wiggly. They got one
yeah.
in New Orleans,
I,
Louisiana.
I was in 17 stores in New Orleans, but it was hard for me to keep up with the stores. So right now, the best way for them to get the sauce and seasoning is either follow me online on Instagram at BD BBQ sauce, BD BBQ sauce, or to go to my website, www.bigdaddybomb.com. www.bigdaddybomb.com. If you don't see this yellow man, you're in the wrong place. This is my
Wrong place, for real.
but they can find it, man. It's an all-purpose sauce, all-purpose seasoning. We're doing big things, man. We're just excited about it. And I have a fish fry today. But when you call, I was like, you know what? I left them in there frying fish, man. I said I had to come out and holler at my boy, man.
Man,
Make
I
sure
ain't gonna hold you too long, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I
I ain't,
appreciate you to the fullest, dog.
you know what to do.
When you told me that, I was like, man, I need to holler at Heaven bad. I need to get back at him another day. But I was like, man, let me go ahead and try to get him out of the way, dog. I appreciate you,
And
bro.
you know, I got nothing but love for you, bro. Anytime,
See,
uh, you know, we here, we there, and anytime I see anything I can do for you, you know, musically, personally, you know what I'm saying? It's always love. I still, like I tell people, man, all the time, I still pray for all my dudes. I pray nothing but success. I ain't mad at them. You know, me and baby still need to have a conversation about some things, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it because I got no hate for him. I just, you know, we were too close. But we were like family. You feel what I'm saying? When you send them
right.
when you send a man to
Before anything,
break bread with his parents, you know what dad is, what mama is, you know his sisters, you know what I'm saying? When
it
when
was a family, dog.
when Fresh lost his sister, I was at the funeral. When Baby lost his sister, I was at the funeral. When Baby lost his brother, I was at the funeral. When Juvie lost his baby, I was, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I, I got that type of love for these cats, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
I don't never want nobody to think that because I'm over here, I can't fool with them. Or I don't love them. I don't
Facts.
want to see them prosper in their own way. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't the route for me.
Yeah,
You feel
totally
what I'm saying?
understandable,
Wasn't the
man.
route for me, but I ain't mad at none of it. And I want
Right,
to be perfectly honest and clear. I ain't got no,
bro.
you dig? I was talking to, you said, Partners in Crime. I was talking to Mike Misdemeanor there. He got a book coming out. I was like, man, send me that. Send me that thing.
Yeah. Y'all need to support that, man. Mr. Meaner from Portland Crime got
You
a
know,
book out. I think it's called
Untold Legend. Story of
Untold Legend.
come out
Yeah,
July, I
right.
think, July the 12th. You
Yeah,
feel me?
y'all cop that, man. Support
Learn.
that.
We need to learn to support everybody as it go
That's
because
right, dog. That's right.
we culture. We are, and we need to stop letting everybody steal what we made and then claiming it as their own. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So many people out there right now with our sound who grabbing kings and queen crowns, and I'm like, bro, it's okay to be a part of it, but you can't say you the best at it. You can't say, I hear some people saying like they the greatest at this or that. You know, I was a host at a nightclub before they knew what hosting at a nightclub was. You
Yeah.
feel?
Yeah.
I was the first host. You did by my
Bro.
song show, but I was the first club host that there was in a club to walk around on the mic all night, hosting
Yeah.
and things of that nature. You know,
Trent setting that shit, man.
I was
Yeah.
I was the first street promoter in the industry in the South. The first street promoter before there was street teams in New Orleans. I was the team. I was the real people started putting posters on walls and on posts and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I ain't
I
mad.
remember the green bourbon, boy. Look,
You know what I'm
nothing
saying?
but some work in that thing, man.
All I say is don't say that you the first or you the best at something without doing your homework. I tell a lot of people if God hadn't delivered me, half y'all still wouldn't have jobs.
Hmm.
You feel me?
Bro.
Because I was good at what I did and I enjoyed what I did.
No
I just
doubt.
had a calling on me, so I had to get it, man. I
Bro.
appreciate you.
Dog, I appreciate your time, every bro, like a mother, bro. Anything you need from me, I'm there for you, dog. I already know it's vice versa. You ain't even gotta
And,
say no more, dog.
and I want to say shouts out to you and your family because me and your sister, man, we was like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dog.
shouts to my girl now. She'll be real proud of you, bro. And never let the legacy die and
For
never let
sure.
our memory be forgotten because that was my gal pal there, man. You know how we rock.
Yeah, dog.
So,
Say, bro, let the people know where they can find you at, man. And, you know what I'm
hey, man,
saying?
looking for me? Here I go. It's your
Here
boy,
you go.
me, Dr. Thompson, formerly known as Big Heavy. Y'all ain't gotta look up my old music and stuff and use it against me. But I'm Googleable. You feel me? All you gotta do is put in my name with Cat Money Record. But find me now at www.bigdaddybomb.com. And please support me, man. Help me become what I need to be in this sauce
Yeah, yeah.
seasoning industry. You know
Support
what I'm
this
saying?
dude, man.
I ship all
Support this
over the
man.
country, all over the country. You know
For
what I'm saying?
sure.
So much love to you, y'all. Thanks for
Appreciate it.
watching, man. I'm gonna go back and watch this thing. And
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna hit you up with everything, dog, and let you know where it's at. It's about to be on in like 3 minutes. You can
I
check the
got
whole thing out, though, dog.
I appreciate
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all my viewers. You dig Big Heavy showing love as always. Look, y'all, hit that like and subscribe button and tell a friend about my podcast. And we out. Be
you
cool, Heavy. One.
one.